Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man.
How's it going? I decided to play Pac-Man music because I'm actually going to finish the game and play the Pac-Man game that I've been saying I would do for 4 different streams. Isn't that cool? First, though, we gotta take a detour. I just gotta get it up. Where is this? Here it is. There. So when I played the demos the other day, there was a game in the demo thing, Cool Girl, just in all caps, just Cool Girl. And so I forgot to play it afterward, but I looked into it. Oh, oops, Pac-Man music is still playing. So I looked into it, and apparently in the US it was called Psy Girls. I don't know what that means, but I found this video about it. But what I also found was this website where this dude, he's just talking about him. And he starts it off with, here are some great excuses for starting a collection of pretty girls. Well, it worked for me anyway. So apparently they were just fully, so they looked like dolls, but they were fully articulated action figures, all female. And I guess they were 1/6 scale. I don't know exactly how big that is, but they were from, I'm pretty sure that they seem to have been like a Japanese thing. There's one of them right here. This is the dude's collection of them. A few others. But, so, I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I don't know what the hell spurred the idea to make them a video game? Especially the type of game that I'm gonna show here. Because I mean, like, this is a lot of shit right here. Like, this is a lot of text I don't want to read. But yeah. Oh yeah, there was also, this is a little creepy. Apparently Blue Box International, which was a US based company, both resold the Cool Girls as the Psy Girls, but they also created their own version called Perfect Body, which is a little odd. And I found a couple screenshots of them. Whoops. This, oh, fuck off. This. Give me the image. There we go. So I found this Perfect Body. I guess it has interchangeable breasts. I'm not sure why. I guess that's how you get perfect body. This is another Perfect Body. Also, interchangeable breasts. Metallic, even. Like, what the fuck is this? Why? And I think this one is actually from that dude's this dude's website. I don't remember, but yeah, I mean, like, it seems pretty high quality. The one all the way on the right kind of reminds me of Rochelle from Left 4 Dead. She also kind of reminds me of somebody else. I don't remember who. Maybe a Walking Dead character, something from a zombie thing. But yeah, so then, like, you see, like, the third one from the left, she's in like a leather catsuit thing. Like, that's a little more reminiscent of what the game is. because I'll pull up the game. Let's get these out of here. So, right here, Girls. It was a PS2 game. Hopefully this is loud enough.
Okay, communication is perfect. Let's confirm the
It's like espionage.
in control of a huge volume of personal information. They are doing business with it by erasing or altering criminal records. Of course, security is tighter than you can ever imagine. Even the best hacker can't get in from the outside. So you must destroy it from the inside. Anyway, sneak in to destroy the personal information files. First, look for a terminal to dive into cyberspace, okay? Okay, let's get started right away. Go along the corridor you are in right now.
So not only is this a spy game, apparently, where you're like doing, I don't even know what, finding, they're fabricating information to like help criminals or something. But then he just offhand's like, go find a terminal so you can jump into cyberspace. And I haven't watched much of this video, but I'm kind of curious as to what that meant. Let's see. Oh, there's CG cutscenes. Look at those hands.
Confirmation. Target moving from 50th to 49th floor.
Let's see.
It was a trap! Find your way out somehow!
Yeah. Like, it's legitimate, like, it's like fucking Metal Gear. Almost.
That weapon isn't right. Change your weapon.
I want to see if I can find cyberspace, though. It doesn't look like any of this is cyberspace. There's a bunch of cubicles. Literally any of this? I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. It seems kind of boring, to be honest. But, like, I don't know. I'm not playing it. So, yeah. That's cool, girl. And whatever the hell this is. Like, what is this? And why is this guy so passionate about it? Because, like, it doesn't seem like this is even like a full site that some dude dedicated to this. This seems to be just its own, like, page. Like, that's it. Go back to the Psy Girl main page. Oh, Jesus. Wait a second. No, this website is completely just about the Psy Girls. Of course it is. Why wouldn't... Oh, what the fuck? It changes. That's Liz. Oh, I didn't mouse over the other one. I didn't see what the name was. Oh, Jesus. Repair... Oh, what's this one name? Selena. Repairing and enhancing. Oh, God. Repairing broken figure parts. It does not happen often that some part of a figure breaks. But if it does, here are some ways to repair things. God, this is actually, like, pretty in-depth with these parts. Like, that's a lot of moving parts for just these, like, weird dolls. Oh, God. This is the perfect body, ladies and gentlemen. Jessica and Sylvia. Those are some fucking pants. Damn. CG related links, some thoughts and trivia. Related links. God damn. I'm just going. This is gonna be a bit, actually. I didn't realize this was an entire thing. My girls. My favorite pictures. All right, what's this? Feet. Oh Christ! Wait. Oh, if you mouse over them, it changes the image, but it also completely changes the entire layout of the site. Oh, they actually have like varied sizes too. Huh. This is actually a little creepy. Ankles? Fitting magnets into boot feet. Converting ladies' mission feet to triad alpha ankles. This image. What is this? Replacing hair? Oh god. Repainting a face. These ones are a little less egregious because they don't change the entire layout. That's a cursed image. This is terrifying. Padding a body? So he's doing body mods on him too. He's like filling out the figures there. Wow. Give him manicures. Improving the shape of boot feet. He cut the foot in half. Alright, get me off of this. So, my favorite girls. Oh no. I'm gonna have to zoom in on this shit. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on 1 fucking second. Nikki. For the way she smiles at me. She's the most adorable of my girls. Caroline. She represents those hidden qualities that you can bring out with a bit of love and attention. Claudia. My first true spares box sweetheart. I don't know. My question at this point is how many of these were actually available at retail and how many of them did he make? Also, I'm assuming that what this means is that he just smashed a bunch of spare parts together and made a figure. Vera. She may look different, but she is at least as beautiful as my other girls. I don't want to know what this is. That doesn't give me hope for what this is going to be. What? What's the difference? She's got like a more round face? What? Okay. Melody. She's simply gorgeous. Alright. Margiana. Her sweet smile makes her the focal point of my display cabinet. I'll be honest, I feel like this is a Mona Lisa situation. I'm not seeing smiles here. Not only because she's my first repaint, I just love the way she looks. Okay. I don't know if I do. She's kind of looking at me weird. Kathy, a gorgeous, naughty-looking redhead. Sylvia, her lovely face complements her glamorous figure perfectly. Jessica, she's so cute. Always puts a smile on my face and usually ends up having exactly the right expression on pictures. The Barbie expression? Is that perfect? Okay. Priscilla, lovely and beautiful, her smile still makes me stop in my tracks, in quotes. See, that's a smile. Somewhat. Yeah, no, I don't think I would either. Julianne, cute, gorgeous, and freckle-faced. The perfect little redhead. That's a little creepy. It's a little creepy of a description. You know, this is exactly the type of website that I would expect this dude to have his contact information on. I feel like I could probably find that. Would I do anything with it? Hell no. Could I find it? Probably. Okay. Oh god. Denise, the lovely dark-skinned beauty I'd been searching for ages. Okay. Fleur. Lovely, cute, fun, and gorgeous. Fleur ticks all the boxes. What's going on with her hair? Is that like... That isn't the lighting, is it? Is it just brown on that side? What is that? Okay. Oh god. Thoughts and trivia. Adding a couple of Barbie-headed girls really raised the level of cuteness, and Jessica in particular looks like she's always having fun. There's so many links here. Where does this go to? Here's some typical... Oh no, each doll has its own page. They have... Oh... Free phone. Clueless? Moi? Getting a free phone for a couple of silly pictures sounds like a great deal for me. What? What does that mean? I'm a big fan of the speech bubble, though. That's good. That's good. Sylvia, Prees, and me performed a song in a talent show. It was a bit... Okay, I thought that meant that the guy was singing with his dolls. No, it doesn't. It means that the character was singing. And there they are. Oh, there's a version with lyrics. We're your dream girls. That's nice. Alright, enough looking at that. We got more pages. We got way too many pages, actually. Oh, these are just different links. Oh, we could go to the Men with Dolls forum. Or the Figurevore forum. Why is it called Figurevore? Why does it have vor in the name? Why does it have vor? I can't click on that. It has vor in the name. I want to click on it, but I can't. I can't hear. Hang on a second. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna click on Figurevore. Let me see what this is. Oh, I would have to log in. Never mind. It's nothing. I just open it up and somebody disassembled a doll and put it in their cereal. So I wrote Figurevore. This is how I get off. Here's some accessories that you can make for your girls. Oh, amazing. You can make Luxo Jr. himself. You can make the Luxo Jr. for your Psy girls. And nothing else. Make a daisy chain. boot sleeves. Got some stains. Uh-oh. Get that off the screen. Uh-oh. Didn't realize it was that in depth right there. Oh Christ. Hi Twitch police. You wanted to know how many dolls there were? Fucking take a look. But then, the real shit's down at the bottom. Floyd. Oh, Christ. What? A cool guy? He's not part of the Cool Girls series, but he certainly is a cool guy. So here's Floyd. Airman Floyd. Looks kind of... I don't know who he looks like. Somebody. Meeting the girls. I don't really have much commentary for these. Oh, you came just in time. I'm talking about Cool. You remember Cool Girl? That demo that I didn't play? Yeah, this is Cool Girl. This is Cool Girl right here. Yeah. When the VOD goes up on YouTube, you might want to check some of this out, because it's been interesting. It's been real fucking interesting. Oh, Jesus. Oh yeah, but you want to see how many dolls this one guy has from this series? Here you go. There's all those dolls. He has an entire website dedicated to them. I may have accidentally scrolled down to legitimately bare chests. But, you know, I can't say for certain. Wait, this is the one cool guy. Let's see. Oh, here's her here's his favorite pictures. What the fuck? Why is this one's face structure so much, like, more in-depth? Like, this one's so much more detailed than the other ones. Like, that actually looks really good. I'm just really hoping he didn't take any nudie pics on here. What? Is she an amputee? Holy shit, she is. That's why he said she was different. I couldn't tell from the mugshot. She's an amputee. Yeah. She's got a hook hand. Is that a hook? Or is that like a claw? What? This is weird. Wait, is this the same? Yeah. Yeah, she's an amputee. But why has she got like a hook hand in this one? But then she got both in this one. Is there a Claudia storyline? Did she lose her hand midway through a photo shoot? This is a Bratz doll. This is just a toned back Bratz doll. Why don't any of them have shoes? When I painted her face, I wanted to give Emma a cute expression, so I went for a puppy dog eyes look. Well, this is the first one he custom painted. She's looking. Smiling her sweetest smile. That's the POV. Is she an amputee? What the hell? Vera's an amputee too. Wait. I moved this. Oh, whoops. This is the wrong thing. Yeah. What the hell? I mean, like, cool. It's kind of... I don't know if they're supposed to be amputees, but if they are, and that's, like, how they were sold, that's kind of neat. But, like... What? It just came out of nowhere. I assumed all of these were just, like just standard dolls. I guess not. This has been a journey. Jesus Christ. Well, that was cool, girls. I'm glad I looked into that. I don't think there's anything else that I haven't really looked at. This has just been going. This page has just been like scrolling through pictures. Changelog and statistics. This is recent. This is recent. May 27th, 2020. He's still doing this. Hang on a fucking second. When did Girls PS2? When did this come out? 2004. So they've at least existed since 2004. Girls figures. Wikipedia. Girls, known as Girls, or Girls, and as Cool Girl in Japan, is an action figure series by Takara Tomy and Blue Box Toys under the brand BBI Collectible, an official bootleg featuring an elite unit of female crime fighters, combining the elements of both a doll and an action figure. So they're all crime fighters too. Look at these names. He gave them all his own names, but you got like Sky, Jet, Cat, Blaze, AJ McLeod, Ebony, Aurora, Revenger, Electra, Colossus, Spectre, and Fireblade. I want to see Fireblade. I want to see Zixox. Hang on. I want to see Zixox right here. Also in the Virgin Comic Con Zixox. Tribute characters. Wait. So they made like characters from other things into Cool Girls, like a character from characters from Ultraman. All right, I need to get away from this. I don't want to become a Cool Girl collector. Oh, there's Floyd. I don't want this to become my fate. I guess. I don't know. I assume maybe it was bigger in Japan, because I have never heard of this in my entire life. And now I kind of want to play the game. I didn't think I would want to play the game because it looked kind of boring. Now I kind of want to play the game. I might have to do that at some point. Yeah, there's one of the amputee ones again. Wait, this isn't even his whole site. This is only a subset of his site. This is the Psy Girls section of the Eric 7 home site. Eric's 7. I want to see the anime figures. I want to see the Ultraman figure in like Ava. Hang on. Ava Cool Girl figure. Evangelion Cool Girl figure. Yeah, there's a fucking Asuka figure. Jesus. There you go. And Katsuragi. Misato. I never watched Ava. I'm probably butchering these, but Jesus. This is an actual thing. This is their box. Wow. Yeah. Thanks, Cool Girl, for sending us on this journey. Roomba. Roomba. Thanks, Sancho Poco, for telling me about the Roomba. Alright. Let's get to the video games. I need to figure out the audio first, because the audio is kind of fucked up today, so I gotta figure that out. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I want a Sancho Poco figure. I don't know if you could hear his voice, but it was a really weird script rating from Sancho.
1000 is the latest cleaning robot. That cleaning robot, can't we use it?
Wait a second, the Roomba is actually a cleaning robot in this? They're using the Roomba to open locked doors because the Roomba has access to them, but your character doesn't. Okay then. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do this and then drop it down a bit. I honestly I can't hear the audio right now, so hopefully it isn't too quiet. Let me know if it is too quiet once I actually start the game. I gotta get the controller. So let me know if it's too quiet or if it's too loud, because I had it kind of quieter yesterday, or the last time, like I said. So I don't want to be like drowned out by it again. Also, let me know if you start hearing it over my microphone, because I'm using my TV, audio. But yeah. Now I'm just gonna be thinking about fucking Psy Girls for a while now. Why is the chat box like that? Shouldn't be like that. Yeah, I think so. I didn't even read what that said. I think it said something cool. Alright, what was I doing before? I was doing something. Oh yeah, I remember. I was getting all the cousins.
Gotta go back to the elephant.
Also, let me know if you can hear the fan in the background at any point. I'll fuck around with the voice settings, because it's supposed to suppress that. Actually, I'm gonna turn it all the way up again. I think that's probably for the best. Just to make sure. Because I finally have a fan going. So I'm not melting. I don't remember who the next cousin is. Because I still need 2 or 3, I think. Guess I'll find out. Also, oh, God. There's also a, hopefully what I'm trying to do is still working. Because there's something I have planned for when I finish this before I go into Pac-Man, which I think will be pretty fun. So hopefully that goes smoothly, because it didn't last time when I tried to do it. So the first area has Shikao. Give me these. I don't remember if I got it. Apparently not. What do they guard? Who knows? Uh-oh. Damn it. So the other second cousin was Macho. I remember that. Who's the third? Might be Natsuo. I feel like it could be. I'm pretty sure Drooby is the last one. Drooby the goat. Forgot this was even here. There's just a weird, there's a shrine over here. With one tiger. Come on. Also, something I remembered is, since I have a fan now, I feel like I'm gonna have a bit less, I guess, anxiety about speaking out loud, because now people in other rooms probably can't hear me that well. So I might actually sound a little more like less, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Less like I gotta, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that joke, but I think I probably sound better. Yeah, no, that's like the whole that's like the entire reason. Because it's like, you know, like I'll play a game with like friends over Discord or something, and like I'll be laughing, I'll be loud as I want. But then like as soon as it gets into like a situation like this, like streaming, I'm just like, "Oh, what if people hear me talking about things?" I should have the Chad mentality, just like, shut up, say what you want. Who cares? Oh, it was Natsuo. But what can I say? I'm just not a Chad. At least not in that respect. And I don't think I've ever made the connection that's supposed to be Paris. I suppose it does make sense, seeing as how the Eiffel Tower is there. Very prominently. Although I guess maybe it isn't. I don't know. This whole area is just kind of in every country. Every major country. The classic France-Japan Mount Fuji connection. Who could forget? Stop talking about feet. It's my job. Yeah, something. So, even though this is, like I said, my favorite game ever, it's been like really like eating at me recently, specifically just because of how much I've like drawn this out, essentially, because like, you know, I was like, oh, I'm gonna play through Wheel of Katamari, maybe I'll even do it in one stream. Nah, I did it in like the first half. And I was like, oh, I'll do it next time, I'll finish it up. And then here I am 3 days after that, still playing it. I was like, man, I should probably get through this. I got other games I really want to play. I have not finished the PSP game in a long-ass time. Like, pretty much, I don't think I have since it came out. So I'm excited to do that next. After Pac-Man. Never mind the fact that I still haven't played Touch My Katamari. It's just sitting there in front of me. Like, heh, bet you wish you got there yet. Stupid. But at the same time, I can't really complain because this game is extremely good. It's not like I'm being forced to play something I don't want to do. I'm just being slow. God, I just looked at the uptime. I was sitting there looking at the side girls for like half an hour. That's really funny to me. At least it was interesting. I have to see deep into this man's psyche. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I'll do that with, because I'm very big on, like, being a completionist with stuff. So, like, if I don't get 100% of the things in a game, it eats away at me. Over time, I'm like, oh, I gotta go back to it. I can't play anything else until I finished all of this. Every single piece. But, that sometimes ends up in me losing steam in it and then not wanting to play it, but also being like, I have to play it though. Otherwise, I'm a failure to myself. What will the people that I don't interact with on steamachievements.org gonna think of this one if I don't get all of them? I don't even know if steamachievements.org is a real website. Might be. It kind of sounds like some movie. It's like, what if the dudes at work find out? It sounds like one of those. If the boys back at work. Good Korra. Vibing. I wonder if anybody's done a speedrun of this specifically just to get all of the cousins in it. I'm just like seeing how quick they could do that. I feel like that'd maybe be a bit interesting. Ugh. Oh wait, link. Can you link the page? I won't look at it. And I think links are enabled. They should be. I don't have any reason not to. Oh, that one. That one's actually its own level. That's so you get that level after you collect all of them, which is the one that which is the reason why I'm getting all of them, because otherwise I can't play that level. And that kind of sucks that like individual levels don't have them. Some of them seem to. A lot of them seem to be taken by Garby the Glitcherous. From the United States. Oh, you got Chuckarita and Stoic Rose, too. Pretty good. Get the Psy Girls out of my face. I still have the page open. Get it out of here. One of my favorite things about the NPCs, like all the fans in the select meta, is just like, after you play a certain amount of levels, some of them will like ask again for you to come play the level. And if you ignore them for long enough, they get like extra annoying about it. Like, you can see the guy like jumping in the back and like, hey, 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 hey. And, like, every one of them can do that. So I think that this is the last one, because it's Drooby, which is surprising. I thought this had like 5 and not 4, but I'm doing the largest possible one so that I can roll up the queen and show off what that does, because it's pretty cute. I'd probably be doing a disservice not to show it, seeing as how my entire purpose is pretty much just to show off everything I can with this. Yeah, I don't want to do any disservices. Last thing I want to do. I really like these pine decoration things. I'm not sure if they're... I'm pretty sure that they were in New Leaf, the Animal Crossing. I don't know if they carried over to New Horizons. So I know a lot of like the interesting little things like that didn't end up carrying over. Which sucks, because I talked about how I've been trying to decorate like my house and stuff as like referenced off of Katamari levels and stuff. And like I've been getting all these great ideas, like, oh, I can use this item and this item. And I'm like thinking of items from New Leaf, and then I look them up and I'm like, oh, that's not in this game. Okay. I guess I'll have to do something else. And like it's happened so much. Yeah. It doesn't make much sense to me. Like, I get that they'd have to do, like, actual, HD element, like, remakes of them, but, like, you know, I feel like that's the type of thing that would make sense to put that effort into, you know? Especially stuff like, you know, not to just say it for the meme, but like Froggy Chair, for one thing. Like, that's just, like, even before the meme, that was already a pretty, like, popular, interesting item. I think it had been around for a while, probably? I don't think it was introduced in New Leaf, but just removing stuff like that just feels weird, as good as the game is. And to think that a lot of the things that I was thinking of adding to my house are from the Welcome Amiibo stuff. And it's like that kind of stuff, like you'd imagine would probably be in the game because it was so much more recent. Like Welcome Amiibo came out like what 3 years after New Leaf released, something like that. And then like none of the cool new stuff from it got kept in, other than the villagers. Yeah, that's true. I do have my hopes up for that for the like 3-year game plan stuff. I'm just curious as to what context it's going to be in. Because I wonder if like that kind of stuff is only going to be events, or if it's just going to be like straight up just like, hey, here's a content update. Just unsolicited, nothing really special about it, we're just adding new things. Because I'd really enjoy that. I'm sure plenty of people would. But it does seem, and I think that's kind of what they did with Leaf, but he was introduced like with Arbor Day or whatever it was. Which, like, you know, that made sense, but I hope that that isn't like the only way that they're adding things, is with holidays. Something else too is my petty complaints about other people's petty complaints about the game. It's real petty. I've seen a lot of people say that like the game just doesn't have enough content in it at all. And it's like I feel like that's a little not disingenuous, but I feel like that's a lot more up to just who it is. Because like I can totally see that there are plenty of people who are just like, this isn't enough to keep me interested, I'm gonna drop this at least for a while. But like I've still been able to find plenty of stuff to do. And like, you know, I still have crafting recipes to find. Like admittedly, I went on a insane spree where I kept going on the Turnip Exchange website and just like looking for people who had villagers crafting for things I didn't have, and I filled out like a grand majority of my DIY recipes, and I only have like flower crowns and stuff left over to get, and like Celeste recipes. But it's like I've still been able to find plenty of stuff to do. Like I find new things and I'm like, ooh, that gives me a good idea. Maybe I'll try this out. Order a couple of these items, or look for something on whatever that site is, Nookazon. Try to find some like cool stuff for decoration, you know, that kind of thing. And I still enjoy talking to the villagers, of course, giving them gifts. I really like the hats, that they wear hats. Hats or something like, you know, I can find the shirt or a dress and be like, oh, that'd go great with Canberra or Hazel or Olaf or whatever. But then like I want to give them hats, but it feels so much harder trying to figure out what kind of hat I should give them than shirt, and I don't know why. I think it's just because of like how varied their like hat wearing style is, I guess, like between species. Because like I know like some of the animals with like ears, like rabbits and stuff, they'll have like, yeah, it's like you'll give them a hat, you'll give a rabbit a mask. Because I remember when I had Mira in my town, I tried giving her I just had her try on a mask at like Harb's Island, and it was just on the back of her head. I was like, what the fuck? Why? Why wouldn't it be like on the side or something? Either that or like it's really small, like in the middle of their head. Something I'm thinking about right now is, so I've been uploading all of the VOD, like all of the streams after I do them. I just export them over to YouTube. This one I might have to run through an editor first and then upload it myself, as much as I hate to do that, because that'll take hours just to render it and then re-upload it. Specifically just because of scrolling down on the Cygirls website and seeing, like, accidentally scrolling down to a completely naked doll boobs. Because I feel like that might be a little risky to put up, but I don't know. I feel like they might be a bit lax since it was an accident. I'm not sure though. Yeah, seriously. They put a curse on me. I'm actually, before I export it to YouTube, I'm gonna look into if that's fine to put up. Because I really don't want to spend like 10 hours rendering this like multi-hour long stream just to put like a black bar on like half a second. And then spend like 5 hours uploading it. That'd be kind of a pain in the ass, you know? Honestly, I might even just say fuck it and just be like, oh, whatever, it got taken down. Oh well. Though I feel like I'm low profile enough that nothing would probably happen. I'm not ninja out here looking up naked boob on stream for my Fortnite fans. God, imagine if he did that, actually. That's actually a really funny image. Ninja being like, hey guys, you ever seen this? And then just typing naked boobs into YouTube search. God damn it. Exactly. Dude, none of my friends knew about that. Like, I made a joke about Ninja not allowing women on stream, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, have you not heard about this? Because, speaking of, I will admit, it isn't this isn't a proud thing, but I do play Fortnite with my friends occasionally, like my friends from the real world. And at this point, like, I don't enjoy the game, but they have daily challenges and like weekly challenge things that I'm like, that's kind of cool. I can like unlock skins and stuff, and like, you know, I'm sure that the skins and all of the cool visual design stuff is the result of like incredibly overworked teams of artists cranking things out for little to no pay. But it looks nice. There's some cool stuff in the game. Not the dances. The dances are not nice. I don't like those. But actually, to bolster my point, they recently had they have a new season, and this is one of the skins you can unlock. It's a cat driving a mech. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of amazing. I kind of really like that. There's also this character that I think is really cool. She gives me kind of Ratchet and Clank vibes, specifically because of the wrench and like how chunky and big it is. But like her tattoos are pretty cool. Yeah, like that's why I'm saying, like, you know, Battle Royale, I can take it or leave it. I don't really like it very much. Though honestly, this new season has been pretty cool with like the stuff they turned my opinion a bit on how it plays. And I'm like, actually, this kind of new stuff is pretty neat. But yeah, like some of the designs are just really good, just out of nowhere. Some of them are really bad too. Like there's some shit that's just like, what? Why did that pass? Why did that get the okay? But then there's shit like these. And it's like, these are cool as hell. Why are they stuck in Fortnite? So. And the thing is, too, is that actually I'll pull it up. So the last season, so this season is like ocean themed. But the last season was, fuck, what was it? It was a spy theme. Yeah. But the last one was spy themed, and they had like all these characters that are like loosely agent-ish. One of them was this. Hello? Oh, it's a fucking web P. Get out of here with this web P. Give me a PNG, damn it. There we go. Is this guy. And this is the father of that cat in the mech. His name is Meowsles. And he's pretty great. And his base was on a yacht, and he just had like very large like cat scratch like stands and stuff in his office, and he had like a cat door that was really big on the door of it that you could crouch through. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that's like become the only thing I enjoy about it, really. It's just the neat visual stuff. And like some of the concepts that they execute are pretty neat. And also, it became a meme for a bit, was the Travis Scott concert that they did in it. I actually watched that, and like, you know, people shit on it, whatever. Like, understandably so. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see Travis Scott perform in Fortnite. That sounds like a great time. But like, the visuals of it, like, it was literally like you were playing inside some kind of crazy ass music video. Like, the visuals were insanely impressive. Like, my friend and I went in, like, really skeptical. Just like, this is gonna be shit. And then it started and we're like, whoa, wait a second, why is this great? Yeah. I was like, the hell? I was like, this is what Fortnite is? Like, they do this? Okay. Tell me more. It's like, I never even played the game until quarantine started, because like all my friends got back into it from like, they used to play it in high school. So I was like, fuck it. I resisted it long enough. I'll try it out. And then the weekly challenges hooked me in, and I kept doing those. And I'm like, hey, you know, paying like $9 to be able to have a bunch of like fun little challenges to do and like get interesting skins for, like, I'm fine with doing that like every couple of months. Like, it isn't a subscription service or anything. I remember actually, when the Travis Scott thing happened too, they released a skin of just Travis Scott, so you can play Fortnite as him. But they also did this one that was based on the album, like, based on like the aesthetic of the album, where it was a dude in like a really interestingly shaded trench coat, and his head was a globe with the, like, Travis Scott logo thing engraved onto it. And, like, he had a cape that was burning, too. Like, just a lot of the visual effects, also, in the game are really nice. Like, they managed to do a lot with Unreal. But, one of my friends was like, oh my god, I really want the Travis Scott skin. I'm like, you want the Travis Scott skin? The other one's way cooler. He's like, what are you talking about? Travis Scott skin's awesome. I'm like, alright, whatever. I'll respect your opinion, I suppose. Oh, there's the queen. Get her. Oh, she's adorable. I forgot he said that. Like, oh, it's the queen. Oh, she's adorable. King of all cosmos. Wife appreciator. I'm almost getting done with this, which is good. The thing that happens when after you roll up the queen on the oh my god, look. She T-posing. Oh lord, she T-posing. Yeah, the make a star screen is incredibly cute. There she is. King is the king, you see. Ooh, that was fun. It rolled both of us up right off the bat. The king and the queen, hand in hand, rolled up in a single Katamari. It's amazing, you know, inside the Katamari. Oh wait, we can't talk about it. Nothing to see here, move along, we had a good time. Uh-oh. Drooby. It's not big enough. Yeah, having the queen just like sitting there with him, it's another one of those tiny details that this game has that's just awesome. That should be all the cousins, too. Oops. Gotta play as Drewby. My girl Drewby. What should I wear? I forgot the bottom goes on the tip of the drill. Oh yeah, she's got a double neck guitar too, which is really cool. And a flower belt. Oh, the guitar. Guitar is cool. Pion. But yeah, this is the final level. Or, well, second to final level. There's a lot more cousins. 40 of them, including the prince. It's not like that needed an upgrade. But anyway, there's so many that I forgot all their names. I have no choice but to remember by making friends with them all. So on that note, let's play together. Ah, we get it. This is the hidden mode, yes. We were surprised, because it goes on forever. Right, Cupey? Hmm? Not Cupey? Coupe? Koopa? Looks like we forgot. Let's try and remember together. It's alright. Once we remember, it's not a crime to be forgetful. Yes, we'll just get it back. This level is really cool. We're having trouble remembering who's who. So let's remember by rolling them up. Yes, that's the best strategy. Alrighty, let's go roll everyone up. So yeah, it's just, you're on the flowers stage. You gotta get everyone. And Ace and Dip are the most annoying ones because they immediately follow your position. And you just kind of have to mash yourself against this tree to get them. There we go. There's Jungle. Natsuo hiding behind a tree. Signolo putting on a play. Twinkle's stuck in the wall. I can't get him yet. Oh yeah, and if I wasn't playing as a Drewby, she would be fighting Macho in this in the ring there. I don't remember where the prince is. It's somewhere around here. Well, not around here specifically, but yeah. There's Shy. I feel like Shy is an underappreciated cousin. She's very cute. There's Havana with a bunch of animals hanging off of her head. Johnson stuck in a wall, or stuck in a tree. Slip hiding in the grass. Oh, there's the prince. The deco's too big. I know. Let's see if I can get Natsuo. Yep. It's a great send-off level. June flying around. Kinoko hanging out with the mushrooms. Nick eating a bunch of mushrooms. There's a toilet. 4 remaining. Ooh. I know Deco's still out there. Who else? Oh, there's Beyond. Beyond's noise is great. It's Beyond. Get over here, Tallman. Where are they? Oh, there's Peso. Who else is there? Oh shit, I never noticed this. Is the Queener? No, just the King. I never noticed that. That's awesome. Oh, Miso. Hanging out with the cow. Get back here. We still can't remember a thing. Oh well. What's going on there? Look at all the different cousins and kin. Our real favorites are Morocco and Wawawa. Those two. I think he says a different two each time, and they're always wrong. My favorite foods are steak and fries. Oh wait, that has nothing to do with this. Sorry about that. Here, you can have the Katamari. Ooh, really? I don't remember what this planet looks like. Oh, yeah. That one gets reused a bit. In a few games, I think. Oh, yeah, the ending. Look at his face. He's so pleased. Our heart is full. What is it, this wonderful feeling? We somehow made it all the way. With the help of so many fans. It's the best ending there is. We're the best. You're all the best. Oh. Katamari Damacy is amazing. Nothing can surprise us anymore. If dogs and birds can blab on, then why not a flower? Hello, do you see this? The flower wants to say something. I am a rose who wants to roll. Wowies. It's really talking. This is impossible. A miracle. Oh! We forgot. It's the ending credits again. We need to get ready. So that's it for the profoundly moving ending. Bye-bye. Yeah, all it is it's the ending again. This time I'll get rolled up by the king. Because he says different, like he gives you a different quote at the end, depending on how well you do. And then in true king fashion, of course, he insults you if you immediately get rolled up. Or really, if you get rolled up at all. There's the queen. I think it goes through the full credits first. Does it make any sound? Yeah. A little bit. I can't hear it over the TV though. Yeah, that's all of the main levels of the game. So that's officially done for now. The one last thing is the rose level, but the rose level can take multiple days to do, so I'm not gonna do that. What I will do is I'll show off my 100% save, so you can see what happens when you do the roses. And also, so I said before that every game has its own completion bonus for the collection. I also have that on my 100% save, because, you know, it's 100%. So that makes sense.
But specifically in the first game, the prince gets more balloons when he's moving around the collection. In Beautiful, I don't know what it is in Me and My Katamari, because I never finished the collection in that. I also haven't finished the collection in Forever before, which I'll do both eventually. But I know that in Beautiful Katamari you get the formal outfit, and that in this game you get the bunny ears and tail, which end up being a normal present in the next game, I think. Or in one of the games. Same with the formal outfit. I know that becomes just a normal present in Katamari Forever. Oh, another ending. Yeah, they just add something after when all this effort, why did you finish so quickly? Stop bothering us. Get out of our sight. But every time you play the credits, it just changes the ending a bit, and in that one the sun has something to say. Hey, where's the rose? I think it's over here. Yeah. The rose also speaks with no caps. It's an early Twitter user. Oh? It's not over yet? Huh? Is this about the roses? A million. Oh, we understand. A million roses, yes. So lovely. Off we go, then. So something neat about this level is so you can see that the Katamari is just like, just green, and it's got thorns on it. And this is actually, so there's I think 3 different levels that you can get for this. And every time that you boot up the rose level, it gives you a different one. But this one's the best for, just farming it for 1 million. So, each rose counts as 1, and then you get a bundle of them, and that's 10. So obviously you want to go for the big bundles. And you might be looking at this, be like, fuck, no way there's 1 million roses here. Yeah, there isn't. What it does is, as you play it, it respawns roses, in areas that you're not looking at the moment. And the reason why this ice rink is so good is because you can just, turn the TV off and put rubber bands around the controller sticks and just have it go in circles, and you'll eventually get there in, a few days. But the other 2 are the racetrack level, where it's a walled off part of on the hill, and the other one is, I think, the town. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the town. And each one's walled off, so you can't get away. There are ways to get out of bounds, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what they are, but you can do it. And it's the full map of the level, so I could technically be able to get out of this boundary area and just roll around in the snowball level. But yeah, the Katamari also doesn't grow. You gain no size from collecting roses. Your count of roses just goes up. Yeah. Another strategy that I did when I did the million roses, I did this over, like, on and off over a few weeks. I just open up the game and hit the pause button and then just hit circle to retry, which keeps you on the same level, thank God. It just respawns all the roses, so you don't have to roll around and wait for them to respawn, because it isn't consistent. So I just, like, came up with an optimal route to get as many roses as I could in, like, under a minute, and then I just kept doing that with resets. It was incredibly tedious, but I eventually got it. Yeah. So you can just hit square, like in an eternal level. Just stop rolling. And so, even though you aren't at 1,000,000 yet, the rose asks you to keep it safe. And so, you do get a rose nebula, and, you know, the count just increases as you go, so you can just keep going in and out. There's no punishment for taking breaks from it or anything. And then you can also watch the rose itself grow. Like, it's already pretty big, but it gets to like twice your height at some point, I'm pretty sure. Let's see where it drops me this time. Oh, back here. But yeah, now you can see that the Katamari is covered in roses. So it actually has like little details like that carry over through playthroughs. So now every time you boot it up, the Katamari is still gonna, like, it's gonna start out with a bunch of roses sticking out of it, which is neat. It's like, you know, it's obviously just trying to keep the continuity. Like, yeah, you're just literally taking the one that you were just rolling and rolling it some more. Now, I'll go over to my 100% save. And so, you know how the loading icon down at the bottom right, it's been like a little star this whole time. So once you get 1,000,000 roses, a lot of different like little details just change. Like, it's a big ass rose now. And you get this message on the title screen. 1,000,000 roses. Fabulous. And the whole select meadow now has a bunch of roses blooming on it. And the rose is absolutely gigantic. I forgot it actually got this big. I thought it only got a little bit bigger. It is huge. You gathered 1,000,000 red roses. Wonderful. Impressive. Simply the best. Simply satisfied. Oh, you still want to roll? You love roses that much? I don't remember what it looks like after you get 1,000,000. Because I know you can just still keep going. It might look the same. Yeah, it's essentially the same. And you can actually see that it smooths out the spikes that were in it before. So it's just, the roses are the only, the rose, like, heads are the only thing that stick out. And there's just a texture underneath. But this is one of the other areas. It's just refitted to it's the refitted house on the hill from the racetrack. And this is fun. It makes you go real fast. Do some Tokyo Drift right there. Gather a bunch of roses all in a row. And a bunch of animals over here holding roses too. Oh, and little girls. It's all very cute. Oh yeah. This is the only place that you can hear this song also. The first time you can ever hear it is once you hit 1,000,000 for the first time. And the king actually gives a speech, kind of, when you do it, and this song starts playing. It's a Sticky Taro. It's on the second disc of the PSP game soundtrack. Oh yeah, shit. There are literally roses everywhere, including on the king's face. I forgot about this. We're tired of roses. Now there's nothing here. I am now myself again. What? I haven't changed at all? No, I was smaller. I'm really this size. Thank you for the 1,000,000 roses. Yeah, the roses all fly up into the sky. Oh yeah, the Rose Nebula gets huge. And exquisite. Yeah, once you finish the collection on the Katamari that's over here, you can see the little, like, nubs on it. They shift through colors. Nothing else really happens, you know. You just get a crown on everything. And once you get the final present, too, the candle on the present burns like, the flame is just really big. And the final present is the bunny ears. That's it. I think the king says that he had them special made for the occasion. Cool. I just realized. Yeah. The crow eyes are on the sides of his head. What did I have on? Oh yeah, headphones. Yeah, it's really adorable. And like you can go everywhere in the select meadow, and there's at least one patch of roses around. There's a couple other things that I'm now remembering that I hadn't showed off yet that I really should, because they're very nice. So here you got the Katamari Memorial. You can watch over all the cutscenes. They all have very nice animal images. Once you finish the game, you get these two bonuses where you can watch the first game's cutscenes in either Japanese or I think this is Japanese, and this might be Korean. No, wait. Other way around. Japanese and Korean. I think that's what it is. Then you can listen to all the music. The little king emblem up at the top has headphones on it. It rocks back and forth. The battle uncles, I never even talked to them because, you need a second player. Because this is the first game that had co-op, too, where you can see down at the bottom right, there's just a grayed out cousin silhouette. If you just have another controller connected, you can play as a 2-player. And even if you have the second controller connected, you can still just do 1 player as like either or. You can just not both go up to the same person, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But then also, you have the versus rankings, where if you have been playing with the Battle Uncles, you have this whole thing. So I've done, specifically, like, just to see how this really works, I did some, like, where it was just me and just the controller sitting on the floor. And so I played it as Drewby, and you collect cookies for wins. So I've gotten 3 wins there. And it just ranks each cousin on how many cookies you've collected as them. And so like, you can see all the cousins walking around down here. It just selects a few at random to be walking around. Then you can do the right stick to go underground and use a worm as your cursor, and you can see all the cousins that have negative cookies. So the prince has -3, so he's tied up in the root. The song is also very good here, too. Shame it's only used here. And I think there's one other thing, too. Pretty sure. There's a photo album. Oh yeah, that's what the trees are for, the photo album. I don't remember what pictures I have on here. Oh my god, how could I have forgotten about this? This is the place where you can display all your photos on these like moving elements and stuff, and it's like a whole panorama thing. So I got like a big ass snowman. And like you can put like a photo on the like arms of the windmill and it'll spin around with it. You can put one on the sun or the moon and it'll follow it along. I think you can put one on a cloud or a shooting star and they'll go across. Yeah, it's just the whole thing. And I feel like some of the later games elaborated on it a bit and like just added more stuff that you can pin stuff to. But as it is right here, it's very good. So I guess that's the only one I have. And I think that this is also the first game that lets you take pictures without having the camera, because you had to have the camera in the first game to take pictures, at least. I feel like there's cousin rankings too, unless that's Beautiful Katamari I'm thinking of. Like present rankings. Yeah, it is. I'm thinking of the wrong game. Oh yeah. Also, the way that you go to see all the stars you've made is you just walk over into the background and it just pans up. And just fly up. There's the Rose Nebula. Can zoom out. And there's all the planets I've made. And all of these are either under the time that you need to get the perfect rating from the king, or they're like 100% complete. And you can actually see on levels that have alternate versions of them, you can see their little satellites floating around them. And there's also just extra stuff that you can zoom in on that you didn't make, like a black hole or constellations from the first game that you ported over. Oops. Yeah, the shooting star controls are the same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's all the content of the game. It's everything I can really show. In as exhausting of detail as I possibly could. Alright. I'm going to leave it on this for a second. I'm going to look up the rules on the accidental nudity thing. Yeah, it should be fine. People are saying that they're very lenient as long as it's obvious that it was an accident. So good. I'm not going to get shut down for accidentally showing some dude's doll boobs. That's good to know. So, what's the next thing I wanted to do? So, it is 12:30, but I do want to play the Pac-Man game. So I'm going to do that. Even like I've been going for 2 hours, but that's fine. The Pac-Man game, I'm just going to show each track once. That's all I'm going to do. On easy mode, too. Like, miss me with that trying bullshit. No thanks. What are they gonna try? Oh, yeah. I gotta get my, my planned segment ready. And see if I can find like a good YouTube video to put up. Nah, that's stupid. I won't do that. Alright, I'm just gonna leave this on for a minute. I'm gonna grab the shit that I need to do that, so I'll be right back. Actually, you know what? I'll mute this. And I will play
Some music. Some more of that Pac-Man stuff. And hey, if I'm long enough, it'll go into Pikmin music. But I'm not going to be long enough for that. Okay. It's my special segment. Yeah. I gotta get this right. Angle good. Excuse the quality. This is an Xbox Xbox 360 webcam. I think I mentioned that the other day. Let's see. So you gotta focus it. One good thing that the Wii Motion Plus is good for, focusing my camera. Okay. So, move this. So, what I've got is, so I still have all of my Sculpey figures, like Sculpey, the polymer clay thing that you bake in the oven. And a really big chunk of the things that I used to make with clay when I was a kid is Katamari figures. Like of cousins that existed, OC cousins, before that term was really a thing, I think. At least a term that I knew about. But I'm going to show some of them off. Most of them. Everything that I have on hand, at least. I'm pretty sure there's more. Somewhere else. So, first up. Where is it? I got too much stuff in here. First up is the creme de la creme. The cream of the crop. My absolute favorite as a kid. Cousin that I had come up with. This is Yoland. He's supposed to have an antenna on the bottom. He's like a brown UFO shape. And his name is spelled like Yo Land. That's it. This is Yoland. You'll see here. Then I have this figure that I made of a nickel. He's missing a wheel. This is a little blurry. The focus on this camera, you have to do it manually by like spinning a thing on the lens of it. So yeah, he's got his eyes there. He's missing a leg. But he does have the battery pack in the back of him. So he's got that going for him. Then another larger figure. I've got Beyond. You can't really tell, but the skin tone is different than the pink. Color range isn't that great on this. He's got his little tail. He isn't missing a leg, so you can't see any of the toothpicks in him. Here's a really flat Moo. I don't know why he's flat. He's like literally paper thin. There he is. I'm not sure that this is a custom, like my own design cousin, but it has the same face as the other ones that I did make as cousins. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what to call this. It's kind of great, though. Then, going on with the trend of probably cousins that I came up with weird tails. Here's this one. He's just got it sitting there. This one, I'm pretty sure this isn't a cousin, but I kind of like it. Is it? I don't know. Is it like a poop snowman? I'm not sure. It looks like he's got a mask on. Here's another big figure. I got Lemore. And she looks like she's T-posing, but actually, it's a reference to her in-game idol stance where she kind of like shimmies around. She's also very, very light pink, and her face is blindingly deep pink. I'm not sure why. Because the other ones aren't. Like, Beyond's face is not normal. But Lemore looks like she might have stayed out in the sun a little too long. And then my final big figure in this set of 4 is Ichigo. Where for some reason I decided to carve out her mouth rather than make it like a little black line. I'm not sure why. She's got her strawberry figure though. So I kept that. She's even got the different colors on the head too. I'm trying to get the head of this one because it fell off. It's buried in this. There it is. So here is another absolute classic. It's a giraffe cousin. The little giraffe horn things, their antenna. Whoops. He's missing a leg. But you can get the gist of it. It's like, I don't know why his neck is just a bunch of balls. Here's a cousin that at first I thought it was supposed to be Shy's head, but then I realized no, it's got this weird shit in the back. I think this one's just supposed to be a wheel. I think that's it. It's just a wheel. He doesn't look too happy about it. He's got this weirdness in the back. I don't know what that is. Maybe a hubcap. There's him. Here's another one. You know how Moo was really flat recently? I think I just liked flattening figures as I made them sometimes. Because this one looks like it's supposed to be on a wheel. But there's... Oh, whoops. There's one arm. There's the other arm. And there's his face. He's very thin. He's just a very normal Shikao. You know, by the numbers. His legs are the same color as his torso, though, so that's inaccurate. Here's a really funny looking Marnie. Oh, got something in the way there. Here's a really funny looking Marnie. He's got his legs, lopsided face, and his arms are just kind of pressed into the sides. And also they're blue. I'm not sure why. Next. Here's another cousin that I came up with, which I actually do really like the concept of this. So they had they probably still have it, glow in the dark Sculpey. So I got the idea, like, what if I made a witch's cauldron with some like bubbling stuff in it? But then I was like, what if I made it so that the stuff pouring out of the cauldron was a slime cousin? How about that? I actually do really like that idea. I think it could be cool to have a cousin that's just like, his legs are just kind of a little pool on the ground. Maybe he's got a little trail. Oops. Thank you. I was a child prodigy. Obviously. Here's another Marnie. He's got like pincers for legs, but you can actually see his arms. Here's another big one. It's just Han's face. That's it. He's got a meaty antenna on him. Yeah. It's just Hans. Looks like he's screaming. Here's another interesting idea. It is a pumpkin cousin with 4 tentacles for legs. I think I made this and the slime one around Halloween. That's my guess. These two, I can only assume, are supposed to be Katamaris. This one is another one that's weirdly flat. It's just a semicircle. And this one, I think I just like went the route of like, oh yeah, I'll just mash a bunch of scrap clay together and it'll look like it's a bunch of objects attached to it. Because I'm a genius. You gotta find those workarounds. Work smarter, not harder, you know? Here's a pizza. Here's another original cousin. He's a spoon. That's it. He's a spoon. Oh, here's another Yoland. He's smaller. Set him next to the big one. This is a cousin that's made out of balls. Again, kind of just looks like he's made of turds. I don't know. 2 of them. I should take a picture. There's just 2 of them. He's a prince, I think. No, this is probably Slip, actually. But he's got a bunch of glitter on him. I'm not sure why. Here's La La La, looking very disinterested. Kind of like an actual, like, gray alien. With that face. Also, weird twisted legs. Maybe she's got to go to the bathroom really bad. Your guess is as good as mine. Here's just basic cousin, but it's glittery and blue. A very, very tiny Sherman. Sherman's always a good one. You can't really make it out, but his face is actually poked out. Like you can actually, I don't know. It's a recessed eyes and mouth. Havana, missing her legs.
Oh, this is another one. Another very small one. It's Kenta. But he has been destroyed. It's absolutely ruined, somehow. Suppose this is his top half. I don't know where the other parts went. But yeah, Kenta's in bad shape. Here's another very, very... Actually, not that flat. It's just Hans. Very small. Oh, here's another banger of an idea. A cousin that's a light bulb. So I was trying to make a light bulb shape, and I was like, what if I made it into a cousin? What about that? This is another idea that I actually like. I think could work well. And then the last one that's in this one, I still have two others, but I'm not sure exactly how many Katamari things are in there. But so this one has a backstory that I remembered as soon as I saw it. So one day I was at the mall, and so like as a kid, I really did not like. I already was like creeped out by malls because I watched my dad play Dead Rising, and it gave me a really, really bad fear of malls. Like if I'm in a mall, zombies are going to attack it and I'm going to die. Like that's what malls were to me. Malls were the zombie place. So one day I was at a mall and we went into Newbury Comics, I think. And I saw a DVD because like I'd look at like horror DVDs and stuff and be really interested in them, but also be incredibly terrified. And like it was like watching a car crash. Like I'd want to look away, but I'd just keep reading it and finding out more stuff that would terrify my child mind, but also kind of inspire it. So I saw a DVD for Mars Attacks, and I read through the whole back, and then I got really terrified of the Mars Attacks aliens for the rest of the day. And I literally saw somebody in a shirt that kind of looked like a brain pattern, and I was like, oh my god, it's the Mars Attacks alien. That's his brain thing in his like helmet. There it is. He's gonna kill us. But all of that backstory leads up to this. It is a cousin with a brain in a jar. And you can actually see it on the other side, too. That attention to detail. I'm not sure how much I think this would work as a thing in the game, but, you know, it's interesting. The backstory, I'd say, is cooler. And just being terrified by Mars Attacks. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put all of these back in this thing. Which actually, this thing, it's just like that. And these are the other two. Right there. The smiley box and like a weird Tupperware thing. Oops. Yeah, no. There's a shoebox underneath my desk, but it's got a bunch of shit on top of it. Actually, not that much on top of it. It's only got like one thing. I think that might make this carry on a little too long. I'm not sure though. Once I get to the others, I'll judge that. I also don't know how much Katamari stuff is in either of these, like I said. This one definitely has some though. Because here, so at one point I got like a big hunk of that brown clay that they would sell, where it was just like more specifically for painting afterward. But what I thought was really cool is it looked like statues, like they were made of rock, or like adobe, like adobe houses and stuff like that. So I started making cousins, but just like making the model of them and none of the details, so it just kind of looked like a statue. So this is another one of the cousins that I came up with. You can tell I liked Hans a lot because it's just a turtle with Hans' face, like just a flat disc. Yeah, that's that. Have him sit over there. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff. Here's a pancake. Ignore these. Here's a mask. Oh, waffle. Oh, the pancake and the waffle, they're modeled after the Perry Grip Do You Like Waffles? The timeless classic. And here's the French toast. Here's I think it's supposed to have another antenna. You can't really see where it's missing. But I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a cousin or if it's just an alien. Could be either. I think that this might have been supposed to be Boy's head from Nobi Nobi Boy. It might also just be something completely different. I'm not totally sure. Here's a good one. It's Meatwad from Aqua Teens. I absolutely adored Aqua Teen Hunger Force as a kid. Still do. Oh, here's that weird serpentine cousin with feet that I made. Same pose and everything. Here I found out about making logs of clay and then cutting them to have like things with little designs on them. So I made I don't know what it is. I'd assume maybe like omelets. A plate of big omelets. Oh, here's the body of the turtle Hans thing. Missing the head. Here's one of the sumos from the sumo level. Oops. There's a slice of pizza. Yeah, that's about it for this box. Not as much in here. The whole Do You Like Waffles trio, though. That I think is a highlight. For sure. Oh, whoops. Forgot to put these in there. Oh, yeah. Another thing from the first, like, Tupperware thing is, so one year I got really into Yoshi's Island one year. And so I had a Yoshi egg cake. And next to it, I was tasked with making a clay baby Mario. There he is. There's his hat. It's got a shit ton of dust on it. So excuse that. But, yeah, he's pretty fucking big. He's filled with tinfoil, which is why he's so lumpy. I didn't bother to, like, actually smooth it or anything. But yeah, his hat is the best part, though, because look at that. Just look at that. Mark of a genius right there. His nose droops a bit too. Alright. So now we are on The third box. Also, you might want to see this. This is the yellow box that I was just looking at, and this is the top of it. Vicious. Grr. Chill. Friendly. LOL. Quit bugging me. Cool. Pretty happy. Oh yeah. Also important on the side. Also, I don't know what this is. Apparently, I'm a Carter's kid. I don't know what a Carter's kid is. Alright. Next up. We got whatever the hell's in this. Oh, this is, I think, when I got a little more advanced. Look at this rabbit. That's pretty damn good, actually. Push that to the background. Oh, here's a cute little lizard on a log. That's nice. Oops. Here was a proof of concept of a candy cane Kirby, because it's pink. I don't know. Here's a sour Bon Boon from Viva Pinata. Sour Bon Boon's pretty cool. Here's a normal Bon Boon. A little wall-eyed, but you know. He's just a weird alien. They had a bendy clay. That's what I made this one out of. Can bend him a bit. I'm surprised it still holds up. It isn't like brittle or anything. It actually like bends pretty much as it could before. Here's a snail. He's happy. Turtle in a pond. There's a camouflage mushroom. Looks a little bit like Yoland, but not exactly. He's a happy little man. I like him. Here's a turkey guitar. Oh, Apom. It's something mildly contemporary. Here's another snail. I think this is a Shelly bean from Viva Pinata. Oh shit. Now we're at it. Master Shake. Here's a finger hat. And a sour Shelly bean. I don't think there's any Katamari stuff in here. Oh fuck. Peanut butter jelly time. There you go. And a robot. Oh, here's one thing. It's the prince in rolling position. He's got his arms out. Other than that, though, not much else. I think this is supposed to be a pumpkin. And Mr. Happy from the Mr. Men and Little Misses. Oh, this is actually kind of raw. It's a little evil slime. It's got horns. Yeah, that's about all of that in here. very, other than this, very, very extremely small toad. Like, holy shit, that's small. Oh god, peanut butter jelly time. Yeah, I honestly, it's surprising. Like, I've seen kids like I don't know. I feel like a boomer, and I just see kids like enjoying caramel. Like, obviously, caramel dancing came back, and that was mostly like because of people who were there and experienced caramel dancing when it was first a thing. But like, I've been seeing like younger kids finding out about caramel dancing and actually like doing it with their characters. And I'm like, hell yeah, more power to you. Bring back caramel dance 2020. I haven't seen anybody bring back the hamster dance though, which is a little disappointing. Also, oh Jesus, hopefully that wasn't too loud. Um, yeah, the cycle repeats. History, history is a circle. Also, this was on top of the yellow smiley face box. Little dong action. You know what? This hasn't been too. I'll grab the thing under the desk. Fuck it. Also, I'm not sure, but has the game audio, like the music from Katamari, that hasn't been playing at all, has it? Okay, good. All right, this one's actually heavy. Like this one's a couple pounds, and it has writing on it where it says "Sculpey Treasures, Fragile." It's got some smiley faces and stars on it. Let's see. Oh shit, this is a lot. Whew. Here's another of a turtle Hans. It doesn't stand up correctly, but it's just kind of made of whatever I had on hand. Oh, I already see the prints. At one point or another, I got into that model magic stuff, that air dry clay. And this came of that. A very good prince. I'll have them right there. I think this is supposed to be Miso. Miso doing push-ups. I don't know. Oh my. Oh wait. Here's Kanoko in a campfire. A little bowl with legs. This is, I assume, is supposed to be a Katamari. Oh, here's another really good concept. It's a candle. He's missing his antenna, but I found a clay that looked like candle wax. I was like, oh, he's a candle. That's a good idea. Oh, this was an interesting concept that I came up with. So I think the reason why I was making cousins that were really small was because I was gonna try to make like little play sets with them, with like little divots for them to fit in. And one of them was this, with Miso's head, with little holes in it, so that I could fit cousin figures in, so they could be sitting in the soup. Uh-oh, got something sticky on my hand. Here's a Katamari. It's actually got the lumps on it, so I can tell. Here's a cousin that's a TV remote. Maybe maybe we should revoke the child prodigy status. I'm sitting there. TV remote. Wow. It's a disc. It's like discount Ban. Oh god. Here's Ichigo, absolutely smashed to shit. Oh, I can't. Oh, what the hell? Here's Ichigo again, but with a strawberry cape. There's a yellow Ban. Okay. Oh, here's the actual turtle. And his tail was the antenna. And then here's another great concept, a cousin that just is a strawberry, rather than being referencing strawberries. And a cousin that's a mushroom, but it has a face. Or it's supposed to be broccoli. I'm not sure. And this one's a diamond. And this one looks like Shikao in a sleeping bag. So I'll go with that as what that is. Let me see if there's any other Katamari stuff in here. Doesn't look like it. There is a hell of a lot in here, though. Oh, wait, actually, nope. That's not that. Oh. Alright, before I end this segment, I have one last thing to show off. So this, right here, this is Mario's pants, Yoshi's body, a Koopa's arm, Bowser's arm, Goomba head, and Mario's hat. All in one terrifying homunculus for your convenience. There's Donkey Kong again also. And this is kind of cool. It's an actual hollow pipe. You can see through it. Kinda lit. Kinda lit. Kinda sick AF. Oh, this is great. This is great right here. I'm gonna display this. It's a boo. Alright, that should put a cap on this segment for right now. I just gotta put everything back. And only Boo remains, truly showing that we do live in a society. Alright, I gotta get on the desk again to put the other stuff back. Also, I'm not sure what that sticky shit I got on my hand was. It was only on one thing. Nothing else was sticky. Finally turned PS2 off while I'm over. What else do I get? So, at this point, I've been going for almost 3 hours. And I'm surprised that actually took a lot more time than I thought it was going to. Probably because I ended up with 4 different things to look through. But, I don't know if I want to do the Pac-Man thing today. Could. It is only 120. Should I do it? What's the consensus? I've got to be a man of the people, see what the people want. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably just, I'll probably do it tomorrow. I got nothing going on tomorrow. Alright. Is there anything else I wanted to share? I feel like there was. I don't know what. Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to show. So, the next game that I'm doing after Pac-Man is, actually, I'll pull it up. Pull up the graphic. There we go. So, yeah, I posted this up on Twitter before. I'll just show it again. So, finish that. Going on to Pac-Man. And then we got Me and My Katamari, the one for the PSP. And something really cool about how I'm able to do that is, the PlayStation Vita has it has an emulator built in for PSP games, even though it can't read the discs, so you just have to get them digitally. So I hacked the shit out of the Vita. So I bought a Vita TV, which I had no idea. This thing is tiny. This thing is absolutely like minuscule. Look at that. The ports on the back are like half the size of it. It has an Ethernet port. I don't know. But, yeah. And then this is actually, yeah. And then if you thought Switch cartridges were small, actually, I'm gonna grab a Switch cartridge to compare this. Damn, where'd my Switch go? 1 second. Alright. Perfect. First thing I grabbed was the Rework cartridge. So, here's just for size reference anyway. Here you go. Switch cartridge versus that. And so you open this up. This is where the cartridge goes in. Look at this. Like the same size. Except this is even thinner. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like an SD card. It's like literally an SD card. But then, Switch case. Yeah, it's pretty sizable. It's like about the same size as a normal, um, you know, usual game case. I actually did a comparison. It's about the same exact size as a PSP case, which is neat. But the PS Vita case, what the fuck? It's so small. I had never seen one in person before. It's so tiny. Like, I can even show the inside. Like, it looks big, but then you put the cartridge in it. It's that. And it's just empty. Nothing else, just blue. It's also kind of a pain in the ass to actually get out. I always feel like I'm going to snap it in half when I'm trying to pull it out. Luckily, it's the only Vita game I own, so it just stays in here anyway. So I don't have to worry about snapping it in half. Yeah, it just goes right into the cartridge slot here. Yeah, the Vita TV, incredibly small and insanely easy to hack. Like, it literally took me like under an hour to break into this thing. And I was also lucky that it hadn't been updated at all. Like, it was pretty much new in box. So I was able to do it really, like, even easier. But what I ended up doing was I added a hack to it that lets me do super nerd shit, which is perfect pixel scaling. So I don't have to worry about it, like, blurring any of it. I just get, like, perfect, crisp-ass pixels on literally everything. And it's great. Because I'm a massive dweeb. And I care about these things. But it'll look really good. Especially, yeah. And it was, like, I thought that it was going to be really tough. Nah, not at all. There's even, so the Vita TV, as I said, it already has an emulator for PSP games in it. But somebody made an even better one that literally emulates the entire PSP OS inside the Vita. So I use that, so it's like I'm actually using a real PSP. And that's essentially what it is. So with that, I have two games loaded into it right now. I have Me and My Katamari, and I have what is it? Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles, which is a remake of Dracula X for the Super Nintendo, which in turn was kind of a remake of Rondo of Blood for the PC Engine, and through that was also a worse version of Rondo of Blood. But this specific Castlevania game on PSP, also inside of it, has the entirety of Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood translated in it. So if I want to, I can literally just open that up and play Rondo of Blood whenever I want, which is great. And I even, because of that, I was trying to figure out, I put it up on Twitter earlier, but I don't know if anybody saw it, was, I made an actual, like, HD, like, for 1080, for, widescreen stuff, stream layout, because I realized I have nowhere to put the chat, because I like having the chat on the screen, so that, like, the VOD, it gives reference as to what I'm talking about. So I actually made, oh wait, nope, that's the wrong thing, whoops. I made this, where the chat shows up in the little area with the cousins, and then, that's the area that's the area that has the game in it. It covers up the king. Yeah. So that'll be cool. I'm really excited to be able to use all of this stuff, because I've barely been able to have any use for the Vita TV, because I've been kind of just waiting to use it for this. So it's going to be really cool to actually be able to use it. Yeah, I've been really excited to do this. Like, I specifically, like, bought stuff and, like, just to be able to make this go as smoothly as I possibly could, and I think I did a really good job with it. I've got a pretty good workflow with this stuff.
It's just a shame that I got stuck on Wheel of Katamari for 4 days. But you know, that's fine. The only thing that I'm worried about now is that when I actually have to play me and my Katamari, I don't know if you've ever played it, but, you know... Oh, wait. Gotta get the webcam back. I don't know if you ever played it, but obviously, you know, a normal Katamari game, you just go like that. You use the 2 sticks. So the PSP... I have my old one over here. So the PSP has a definite flaw with that. Hello. Where it only has one joystick. So the way that they did it was they encourage you to use the D-pad and the buttons to control it instead of 2 sticks. So what that means is, since I've got it set up on the Vita TV, is I'm going to be using a controller and going like this to play a Katamari game. So, like, if I want to go forward, I have to hold triangle and up, which I could do this. I could do that, where I'm going like that, which, you know, I can do that. That's fine, but it feels really weird. It is uncomfortable to do it like this. Like, this is a lot more comfortable, as weird as it is, but, like, doing it like this is kind of awkward. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be fun. It's also, the game itself is also structured all kinds of weird. I'll get into it when I actually play it, which hopefully will be tomorrow. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. What other games do I have? I gotta count up how many games I actually have left to do. And this is why I put quotations around months. It's like, it's not a month. It's gonna go longer than that, I'm sure. So I've still got Pac-Man, me and my Katamari. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't remember how many fan games I have to play, but there's a bunch of them. There's at least 6. Wonderful End of the World. I'm gonna add on, so I got Wonderful End of the World, The Munchables. I'm gonna add on Donut County, because I completely forgot that existed when I was making this. But that's definitely gonna go up there. Donut County's pretty cool. Nobi Nobi Boy, Alphabet, Reroll, and then Water to finish it off. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 13 games, not including fan games or the extra mobile games. I counted the mobile games as one thing. So if you count the fan games and the mobile games as their own single thing, that's 14. 14 streams. 14 games, whatever it is. So I got a lot to do. This is going to go on for a while. It'll be fun, though. It'll be hopefully a lot of fun. Let me put this little Prince gif in here. Liven the place up. This GIF isn't really doing what I wanted it to. And it's also a little crusty, so I'll get rid of it for now. Alright, well, that's about it for right now. So, move it over to the super classy end screen. Play a little bit of this. Yeah, that's about it. The one last thing, actually, that I wanted to show is, so, there's this shirt that I got. Yeah. Can't really see it well. Oh, wrong side. So it's, We Are Video Game Romantics.
It's a t-shirt that Kaita Takahashi designed for Venus Patrol, which is a website and kind of just like a group. I got rainbow cat pants on too. But yeah, it's just like the little boy from Never Ever Quest, I think. And it's just a bunch of cool monsters. It's a really nice shirt. It's also oh shit. Ugh. It's also what is it? Oh yeah, it's like literally the most comfortable shirt I own. Like, I don't know what it is about it. It's by Fangamer. I know that they had a huge sale. Like, I got this for like $5 or $7. Hang on, let me see. Shit, did they take it down? Oops. Fangamer. Yeah, they took it down. You can't get it anymore. Shit. That sucks. But yeah, this shirt is crazy comfortable. And actually, I grabbed the one that I have from Fangamer, because, yeah, let's go. I have... Turn this around. Whoops. I have... Excuse the big Nintendo sign on the background. That's from, like, elementary school. I did a project that had to do with Nintendo. I got this King shirt. It's really out of focus. I forgot to focus it for the farther thing, but, you know, you get the gist. That one... So they have a whole, like, Katamari collection, but ever since Reroll came out on Fangamer, and, like, it's the exact same shirt this one is. Man, which hand is this? This one. Okay, so I would honestly completely recommend that shirt. It is, by and large, the two most comfortable shirts I own, and they're also great. And I think there's a Prince and Katamari design that's also, like, galaxies. Yeah, it's very nice. Alright. I've dragged the song long enough. Alright. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. I'm glad you came.